So in this video, I'm going to be drawing a couple of poses from Dragon Ball Z, and the first one being Goku. And for this one, I start out with the head, and I'm kind of just trying to figure out the position of the body, of the movement of where he's going with his pose. And I guess his fist, his hands going down. He's in like kind of like a little martial arts stance. And since both feet are kind of like in the air, I mean, typically more likely he's probably flying in the air. And so I'm just trying to get all the big shapes and trying to put those all down to figure out where to place everything. So right now, as you can see, I added in the head, then the oval shape for the chest, and then also kind of like a half type of circle for the waist, or a full circle, but just like kind of like an oval shape. I added in the central line to kind of show the placement of where the chest will be, and I'm putting in the neck. And whenever I'm drawing a neck, you always see the line going straight, because the neck is always going straight down when you see me draw that, because the neck doesn't really bend unless you're tilting it a certain way. But more likely in most poses, that when you're drawing out the shapes and you're laying it down, you're making the neck straight, which you'll see me add on later on. So right now I'm adding in the hand, kind of like roughing in the shape of where the hand will go. And I'm always, sometimes when the hand is in the fist, or usually a lot of times when the hand is in the fist, I'll draw a box shape where the hand will be, just because I'm not going to figure out and add in the shapes for the hand right away. I kind of just roughing in shapes just so I can kind of jot it down quickly and then go back to figure out how the hand is going to move or position itself. So right now I'm adding in the foot, roughing in the shape where the foot is going to go. And since he's wearing his boots in that picture, so I'm kind of just roughing in the little quick shape where the foot is, and a circle for where the knee is going to go, real lightly, as I'm going in and trying to put in the rest of the leg. And it's easy for me to do the circle first. That way you can kind of just throw in the leg as you go, and kind of figure out where to position and place everything around that circle. And once you do that, you're kind of just drawing shapes around that. I've seen a lot of questions on how to create these little figures this type of way. It's all about following the circles. You draw each circle out, and then you start to place the cylinders around the circle, like you're forming the arm, you're forming different shapes. I mean, even then they have dummies that they sell in the store that looks this similar way. I use the sticky bones figures a lot sometimes, and those will also show the figure as you position them in different, all the joints and everything that you can use to create that layout of a pose. They also sell wooden figures too. You probably can find some on Amazon also for some of those that has the basic method of shapes for using poses. But for me, this just came through experience. I just draw a lot of these shapes, and it kind of just sticks in with me. So whenever I'm drawing different poses, I can easily just draw in shapes on how it looks, because that's the way I practice for drawing different poses and creating it from scratch or from memory or from reference. And right now I'm working in the hand. As you see, because the hand is going, you got some fingers are foreshortened, some going out, and drawing the shapes of each finger is an easy way for getting the finger out really quick, because that you're drawing 2 or 3 cylinders for the fingers, I think 2 cylinders for the thumb, 3 for the fingers, and you're kind of just going along with that. And knowing that the cylinders are how the fingers are created, you can easily just drop the finger down really quick. You see me doing right now. I'm adding another finger in, kind of make that placement. The other cylinder, the other finger is kind of hidden in the back, so don't really have to focus too much on that. And I'm darkening all the lines. As you know, typically I like to darken the lines because I like to, as usual, show where the main shapes are. That way it's not too confusing. I mean, I could either erase some of it and just erase it and go lightly and detail it over top of that, but I like to make the lines darker sometimes just to see where it's at, and also for demonstration purposes, to show all of you the main shapes without it being too confusing if you're following along with this. Targeting the knee, the cylinders for the calves. Now for this one, I chose Gohan for this pose, him holding his glasses. And for this one, I chose the same method where I'm drawing his circle for the head first, working my way down, and his head is tilted kind of to the side, so I'm making a central line to show how his head is kind of turning. Also a circle for the side of the head where the ear would be, and then also the circles for the eyes. I think I've mentioned it before in other video how I like to draw the circle for the eyes because the eyeballs are bigger than your eyelid and everything. So I like to draw the huge circle on the eye and kind of just, if I'm detailing it, work my way in and add the eyelid and all that stuff later on. Adding in the shape for the chest. Kind of like a half oval shape, kind of jot down the chest. And sometimes when you're drawing shapes like these, it will make the character either bigger or chubbier than what he is. But I mean, this all is just for reference and laying down the pose, because once you erase it lightly and go over it with the details of the character, you're making adjustments as you go. This is never like a set in stone way to figure out this size, unless if it was a huge character, then obviously you're making the shapes for the character huge or bigger to emphasize a fat character or overweight character or things like that. But if it's a character like this, like pretty well built, you can kind of get away with erasing it just lightly and then going over it, making changes as you go. And adding in the arm, circle for the elbows, cylinders for the forearm, getting the hand in, making a shape real quick. The hand's in the fist, so I can kind of just rough that in real quick to make the quick little fist, his thumb out a little bit. I'm working in my way to the other side, adding in the shoulder. You can only see the shoulder a little bit since the arm is on the other side of the body. So I'm kind of just making like a little half circle in there just to indicate where the shoulder will be, and kind of going along with that, creating the forearm, working my way towards making that hand with the glasses. Now, there are multiple ways you can go about drawing the glasses. You can draw the glasses out first. You can draw the hand out first. I mean, you can go either way with this. Me, I decided to draw the hand and just shape out a rough outline of where the hand will go. And I'm just drawing the glasses around that. And then when the glasses are there over that shape, I can easily just know where to place the hand over top of the glasses, because it's all there, and I can kind of just have the hand draw it as I go to kind of like touch the glasses, if you say, and kind of get the feel of him actually holding the glasses, as you see in the reference. I'm kind of just drawing the glasses in a box shape to kind of get it in perspective a little bit, the same as how it looks in the reference. Drawing out the full thing, outlining it out, darkening it up so I can kind of just get a lot of it in. So now you see me working in the finger to have it touch the glasses, and to kind of work my way from that on down to the rest of the hand. I'm adding in the other finger. So both fingers are out and the other two fingers are kind of tucked in. So I'm kind of drawing the finger, covering the front part of the lens. And this is the finger that's kind of tucked in. And then you have the last finger, which is also tucked in. So I'm getting that in there. And also getting in the palm in there. And it's all for just, you're throwing it down. So now that everything is thrown in, all you have to do is go in there and just adding those final details, and then boom, you got your Gohan. You can go in there and detail it and start drawing him out. And again, darkening all the lines, trying to finalize some of the choices I made with the shapes. Darkening his glasses. But that's it for this video. Want to see more videos like this? Leave the like button, subscribe, and comment for any other poses you want to see. And take care.